exactly at 12 o'clock. Whenever there's any event, be it a cricket match, be it an event, be it an international event, we are here for a wonderful launch. Exact sharp at 12 o'clock that we begin the proceedings. Good morning or good afternoon to everyone. My name is Prasanna Sant, and on behalf of the organizers and on behalf of the entire team, I welcome you to the grand launch of the Indian Street Premier League. See, all of us, हम सब लोग, चाहे आप मीडिया से हो, क्रिकेटर हो, fans हो, whatever we are, we all have a special connection with the great game. And it starts at home, it starts in the colonies, it starts in the gullies, it starts on the streets, but this is a fabulous initiative where the story is street से stadium तक या गली से मैदान तक. Tennis cricket has a huge fan following. Millions and billions of fans for tennis cricket. Tournaments that are held across the year. But this is special. This is unique because this has never happened before. The tennis ball cricketers will be now traveling from the streets and the gullies to the big stadiums. And for the first time in a landmark event, tennis ball cricketers will be playing in the stadiums of India. For that initiative of the Indian Street Premier League, let's all of us give a big round of applause for a fabulous concept where there are so many cricketers. इतने सारे cricketers हैं जो टेनिस बॉल क्रिकेट खेलते हैं, बट वो प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं मिल पाता. ये प्लेटफॉर्म उन्हें मिलेगा where they can showcase their talent. If you see the IPL tagline, where talent meets opportunity, here talent will get the platform to showcase their skills, and you never know, they can go on to play at the national. One is. I welcome all of you to the grand launch of this fabulous event where we are here in the presence of wonderful people, fans, dignitaries, but three special gentlemen who I would like to introduce to all of you. Firstly, he is a person who you will see doing a lot of unique initiatives in the world of sports, in the world of sports administration, an advocate by profession, but loves his sports. He has also served as the president of the Mumbai Cricket Association before and many other sporting organizations. But currently, we must congratulate him for a fabulous hosting of the World Cup for the last couple of years, the honorary treasurer of the BCCI and a core member here of the ISPL, Advocate Ashish Shelar. Can we have a big round of applause for him? Nice. Going ahead, we have seen Wankhede Stadium here shine in all its glory. The 5 matches that we had here were one better than the other, with the pitch, the ground, the infrastructure, everything in the fabulous condition that you can see. A true visionary, the president of the Mumbai Cricket Association and the core committee member here at the ISPL, Mr. Amol Kale. And then you'll see him here as well on a lot of promos, lovingly addressed as the champion of champions. Be it a cricketer, a captain, a coach, a commentator, a columnist, and a personality whom we all love to watch and hear. A veteran of 80 test matches, 150 one-day internationals. Can we have a big round of applause for the chief mentor of the ISPL, Mr. Ravi Shastri. A warm welcome to all the three dignitaries. Before we have the launch and before we have the promo and all of that settled in, may I request the three dignitaries to kindly come up and light the traditional lamp to start the ceremony and also invoke the blessings of the Almighty for this fabulous launch of the Indian Street Premier League, where I would request Mr. Ashish Shelar, Mr. Amol Kale and Mr. Ravi Shastri to light the lamp and invoke the blessings of the Almighty and start the event on a very auspicious note. can we have a round of applause as the dignitaries light the lamp and begin the launch of the Indian Street Premier League on such an auspicious note. Thank you so much. May I request the dignitaries to please kindly take their seats. Thank you. Yes, so we've begun with a very, very positive surrounding and on a very auspicious note. नॉर्मली आपण जेव्हा टेनिस बॉलमध्ये भेटतो तेव्हा मराठीत बोलतो, हिंदीत बोलतो. हे वातावरणच खरंच वेगळं आहे सगळ्यांसाठी. ॲट द वानखेडे स्टेडियम, a tennis ball cricket Indian Street Premier League being launched in the presence of fabulous and iconic dignitaries present here at the Wankhede Stadium. What is the ISPL all about? ही वेगळी का आहे? Why is it different? क्यों अलग है the Indian Street Premier League? The word itself tells you, in India and for the tennis ball cricketers to play at the stadiums. The uniqueness of this initiative is it is going to provide a very solid platform to cricketers where they can go out and play in front of stadiums. It will build new heroes for India. So many international cricketers today have started from tennis ball cricket. Some of the unique shots and balls that we see in cricket today have actually originated from tennis ball cricket. There'll be experienced legends part of the league. One is here amongst us. Every team will have a mentor, and that is where it is going to be professionalism to the core. And as I said, playing at a stadium where you've moved from the streets and the gullies and the maidans to the stadiums is going to be a very, very different experience. It's going to be played in the T10 format and across 6 franchisees. Can we have one big round of applause for this wonderful initiative of the Indian Street Premier League? We have a very special promo video for all of you to see. If you can just dim the lights, and if I could request the back-end team to play the fabulous promo of the Indian Street Premier League Season 1.
गली में, तालाब किनारे, पार्किंग में, तबेले के पीछे, मार्केट के बीच में, कॉलेज कॉरिडोर में, भारत में हम लोग किसी भी गली मोहल्ले को क्रिकेट का स्टेडियम बना देते हैं.
But now is the time to get the game of the streets into the stadium. क्या बोलता है बिडू?
Must raw, untamed street cricket action, skill of the streets, thrill of the stadium. गलियों मोहल्लों से अड्डों से सड़कों से भी Indian Street Premier League T10 coming soon.
Yes, can we have a big round of applause for that last bit of voiceover that we heard? The Indian Street Premier League coming soon. And with his permission, if I were to borrow one line from him, it's going to be played in 6 corners of India. I'm not naming the colors, but the 6 corners of India, the first city-based franchise, 6 franchisees, 6 cities. The first one, Mumbai, Maharashtra. That's the first corner. Then from Mumbai, we move to the land of sweets. Kolkata, West Bengal. Keep the claps going, ladies and gentlemen. Keep the claps going. From Mumbai to Kolkata, we move to the scenic beauty of India in Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir. Bengaluru in Karnataka. So from Mumbai to Kolkata to Srinagar to Bengaluru, we move to a city that is known for its biryanis, but a city that is known for its stylish shots in cricket. Hyderabad, where we go to Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And then after 5, we move down southern part of India to Chennai in Tamil Nadu. So can we have a bigger round of applause? We are at the Wankhede Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, and we know what Wankhede Stadium is known for, the way it cheers for all the cricketing actions. So 96 players that will be selected, and all these 96 players in 6 franchisees based on these cities of Mumbai, Kolkata, Srinagar, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, and Chennai. Can we have one big round of applause for all these 6 city franchisees? Best wishes to all the players and best wishes to all the franchisees as well. Then we go ahead. May I request all the 3 dignitaries to kindly join us on the stage. The core committee members, Mr. Ashish Shelar, Mr. Amol Kale, and the chief mentor, Mr. Ravi Shastri, to kindly join us on the stage. Keep the claps going, ladies and gentlemen. Keep the claps going. Yes, can you have a big round of applause for all 3 of them on the stage? Yes, so we saw everything about the promo. We displayed the fabulous logo which has a batter hitting the tennis ball. We showed you the promo. We had a fabulous voiceover. We heard him speak. We love to hear him speak. And that's why he's batted at all numbers. But today we would request him to open the batting again. And may I request Mr. Ravi Shastri to say a few words at the grand launch.
Well, thank you, Prasanna, for your kind words. Respected gentlemen on the dais, Shri Ashish Shelar and Shri Amol Kale, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a fantastic initiative. You know, this could start something spectacular in years to come, because the reason I say it, I'm a hardcore Mumbai bloke who grew up in the gullies and the streets and made it to where I have. And I've been involved in the game for over 4 decades now. And I tell you, the street smartness of every Mumbai cricketer, it starts in the streets, it starts in the gullies, it starts in the colonies, you know, it starts in your wadis, and from there you grow to become what you are. The amount of talent in tennis ball cricket is not funny. And it's always, over the years, you know, crossed my mind as why can't there be a league? You know, and I'm seeing reality today in the form of Indian Street Premier League, because the talent is outstanding. These players don't have, we all play tennis ball cricket. And I tell you what, if you're worried about dusra, tisra, chautha, in tennis ball cricket, you know, your stumps will fly without you even knowing. You might have the best technique in the world playing first class cricket. In tennis ball cricket, you'll have no clue. But that talent has to be nursed. You know, a lot of bowlers, I say a lot of bowlers in particular, have come through tennis ball cricket. Spinners, reverse swing, taping the tennis ball, getting reverse swing. Those skills have started with rubber ball, tennis ball cricket. You know, even the dusra, the flick, you know, the way the ball comes out, deliveries like that, you can try with the tennis ball and then try and implement it with the season ball later. But it's played everywhere. Round India, where cricket is a religion, you just have to go on a Saturday or a Sunday. And you go to any Maidan, anywhere in the country, there'll be people playing cricket. Why India? You go into the Middle East, go anywhere in Asia, on a hall, people playing cricket. Such is the popularity of the game. And now to give them this opportunity, this stage, and a platform from where they can be noticed, their skill developed, them understanding what it is like to play in a stadium, and from there, the first jump could well be IPL cricket. Because they will be street smart if given the opportunity. I mean, it'll be the biggest success of this league if a few players from here go on in the end to play for IPL cricket and then go on to play for India. You know, the shortened version will be the quickest, that's T20, and then the others will follow. Because what you learn in street cricket is you're street smart. चोर क्रिकेटर बनतो इकडनं. काल बघितलं गल्लीमध्ये इन द स्ट्रीट्स सूर्य असा मारतो स्कूप शॉट, असं वाटतं की वेअर ही प्रॅक्टिस्ड फाईन लेगला काय नव्हतं तिकडे, काय बिल्डिंग नाही, एक गल्ली होता. तो तिकडनं बॉल गेला की 4 या 6 रन्स. Ikade, if there are flats, if you score there 2D or 1D, so this Chakkugiri, Chorgiri, you have to get into positions to play that shot the way he does. I grew up in Navjivan Colony, Mahim, and we used to play in a small area in Mahim that would be about 50 yards, less than 50 yards. Underarm, tennis ball, समोर सगळं flats. आणि सरळ मारलं की you'll break a glass or you'll be in trouble. The only gap was on the offside. Okay, cover, extra cover, places like that. And all you had to do was get inside the line and hit through the field or over the field. And when I was hitting Shane Warne, in getting that 200, inside, out, over extra cover, you know, at will, it came from my Navjivan Colony days. And this was no Changu Mangu bowler, this was Shane Warne. आणि काल बघितलं रिंकू सिंग जयस्वाल सूर्यकुमार यादव असं धोपटलंय ऑस्ट्रेलिया means with the kind of audacity and shots which tells you that they've come up this way and they're not afraid of anyone. Like that, if we can give the opportunity in years to come to a lot of young players and see them grow, get an opportunity to come into the league, and then from there make further strides, it will be the biggest thrill for everyone present here. Me in particular will be a very proud man. So thank you all for coming and supporting the Indian Street Premier League. This will go places, but we'll need your support. Thank you.
I think we can give a bigger round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, a bigger round of applause. You know, a couple of things that Ravi sir just now said. In the last year or so, we have had Ravi sir as the guest at the MCA Awards, at Polish Gymkhana. Today he's here. Whenever he speaks, we all watch him on TV, we meet him at the media center. There's something in the voice that really gets us inspired. Today he used a beautiful word. Maidans we all say, streets we all say. He said Wadi, which is a typical Mumbai word. And from Navjivan Society, from Don Bosco, Podar School, Mumbai, University, India coach, what roles that Mr. Ravi Shastri hasn't played. And that example, that inside-out shot, the double century against that Australian attack in Australia came from the Navjivan Society skill set, is such a fabulous revelation. Can we have a big round of applause for those thoughts? Thank you so much, Ravi sir. Thank you so much. Then, may I request the co-committee member of the ISPL, the current honorary treasurer of the BCCI, Advocate Ashish Shelar sir, to say a few words.
Dear Ravi Shastri ji, Amol Kale ji, and all the distinguished guests, fans, media persons and everybody. Actually, Ravi ji, I have brought something in writing that what should be actually spoken about. But when I heard you, my natural instinct has making me to speak about my younger days. I must tell you one thing, Amolji, the greatest achievement of this Indian Street Premier League is the kind of opportunity which we are going to give to all our street players, gully players, wadi players, even on the players play on the beach. A formal opportunity and platform to showcase their talents. And what attracts me more is that what you mentioned just now, Ravi, the limitations, the hurdles, the difficulties while playing in the gully or at local level, that hurdles, that difficulties, that limitations becomes the strong point to create your own style of bowling or batting and giving a new shots or a new balls to a formal cricket. As you rightly stated, I was playing with Wasim Jafar in our transit camp gullies. And when you used to see that, there were two trees at one side. If the ball will go to that side, or the shot will go to that side, we'll get the 2 runs. But if on the other side, at the leg side, if we'll hit the shot, we'll get the 6. So we all had developed our own shots. The ball would come anywhere. The talent of the bowlers used to get tested with orthodox shots from us, and the ball used to go to the 6. And that was the way we have developed our own shots. I think the Indian street or gully players have created a history in themselves. We need to even collect all the same thing as Ravi ji is there, as Sunil Gavaskar is there, as many other players. Initially they have played in their local gullies, wadis. There used to be a contest between 2 wadis, 2 gullies, 2 areas. And those 2 teams would be like an India-Pakistan team, where entire gullies, the residents used to come to cheer up. There could be a history where the shot used to go to the floor, where this cricketer batsman used to look at the girl, and the shot would have to go at that floor. So that peculiar shot development, and that's the history of Indian cricket. I think the most important thing about this ISPL is that we are formalizing, we are giving them an opportunity to showcase their talent in a bigger way at national level. One may have a different style of play as far as tennis ball is concerned in Srinagar. I am very happy that we have added one city called Srinagar, Jammu Kashmir. I must compliment our entire core group to have this thought, to have an integration in a larger way, where the youths of Srinagar will also get an opportunity to come to Mumbai gullies, Mumbai stadium, and a player from Hyderabad would go to Srinagar to play. I think this league has everything in it. The sporting spirit, the youth's execution of performance, the new style of the game, the new shots, new balls, and at the same level giving an opportunity for a formal cricket in a better platform. I wish a great success, and I appeal to all the youths and everybody, a cricket fan, to join this ISPL, make this as a great tournament. This T10 will create a players which internationally and nationally the cricket fans will love to watch, and that's the forum and that's the success. Thank you so much.
Can we have a bigger round of applause for the honorary treasurer of the BCCI, Advocate Ashish Shelar sir. And as he rightly said, such a wonderful platform, and also किती छान त्यांनी आपल्याला एक मुद्दा मांडला की it also is about integration, where we have Srinagar also as a part of the 6 franchise teams to play in the Indian Street Premier League. Can we have a big round of applause for them? Before that, may I request the 3 gentlemen to kindly just go there for one photo opportunity with the website at the backdrop. Yes, sir.
When Mr. Sant was saying that why 3 will have a photo, I just want to add one to be on the stage. And for this ISPL, we have to run it very professionally, thorough, ethically, and therefore I think with the consent of our entire core committee member, I hereby declare the commissioner for this ISPL is nobody else than Mr. Suraj Saman, who will be the commissioner of an ISPL, and I'll request him to come on the stage for this photo.
Yes, can we have the claps going? The website is launched. Yes, so we've launched the website, and for that, let's give a big round of applause at the hands of the three gentlemen here, and also as Advocate Ashish Shelar sir declared, the Commissioner of the ISPL, Mr. Surat Samad, is also the Apex Council member of the Mumbai Cricket Association. Going ahead, there's one section that you see on the website, which is of player registration. So we will do a demo run of the player registration as well for all of you to understand. Just let me let you know the concept. You have to upload an Aadhaar card photocopy, a photograph of yours, and you can upload 4 videos of 45 seconds each. One introducing yourself, and the other 3 where you display your skill set as a batter or a bowler when you upload on the player registration. We've got a very special player today to do the demo registrations. He's a stylish left-handed opening batter. He plays a lot of cricket. Screen. So firstly, you have to enter your name. Then you go on to the surname. Tap, tap. Yeah, the surname. Com. Okay, so that's where you enter your profile basically. Then the 6 franchisees or the 6 cities that we have, you click the one that you belong to, you create a password. Okay, so your identity when you enroll or register is completely maintained in terms of privacy because it's password enabled. Okay, then we sign up. Okay, then there'll be a scanner that comes up, okay, where you quickly have the transaction ID there by scanning it through your application that you have of making the online scanner. We're just doing this for the benefit of all the players here so that, it's a quick run of the entire demonstration. Then immediately when you get the ID on the successful transaction, see how smooth it is and how wonderfully done this website and the interface is. Okay, so this is how the demo goes, just for you all to understand how it is done. Okay, so you have successfully registered. So the first player to register for the ISPL is Sumit Dekle. Can we have a big round of applause for Sumit? Sumit, if I could request you to just wait for a couple of minutes. Let me tell you, Sumit ने खूप अवॉर्ड्स जिंकलेले आहेत त्यामुळे बोलणं हे त्यासाठी काही नवीन नाही बोलतोय. सुमित, कैसा रहेगा आपके लिए एक्सपीरियंस जब आप इतने साल मैदान में खेले हैं, गली में खेले हैं, बहुत सारे अवार्ड्स जीते हैं आप, तो ये ट्रांजिशन अब कैसा होगा व्हेन यू प्रिपेयर, आप तैयारी करोगे स्ट्रीट से अब स्टेडियम में जब आप और आपकी टीम खेलेगी?
सबसे पहले थैंक यू सो मच सर, अमोल सर, शेला सर, रवि सर के सामने मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी दी है कि स्ट्रीट और स्टेडियम में बातचीत करने के लिए. टेनिस बॉल क्रिकेट पे में जाएंगे तो वहाँ पे सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ होगी कि हम मेंटली कितना स्ट्रांग होंगे, क्योंकि स्टेडियम में खेलना इतना इजी नहीं होता है. जो जितने बहुत कम प्लेयर्स ऐसे टेनिस बॉल क्रिकेट के हैं जो सर शारजा स्टेडियम में हम लोग खेले, वहाँ पे खेलना इतना इजी नहीं होता है. वहाँ पे प्रेशर जितना हो सके उतना मेंटली हम लोग बहुत स्ट्रांग होते हैं कि हम लोग को कौन सी सिचुएशन में क्या करना है क्या नहीं. और स्ट्रीट से स्टेडियम तक इन लोगों ने जो ISPL इंडियन स्ट्रीट प्रीमियर लीग इन्होंने जो ये कॉन्सेप्ट लाया है, ये सच में टेनिस क्रिकेट बॉल में सबसे ह्यूज कॉन्सेप्ट होगा, क्योंकि यहाँ से बहुत सारे टेनिस बॉल क्रिकेटर्स को शायद से इन फ्यूचर अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिला है कि सबके सामने हम लोग को डिस्प्ले होने के लिए. सो थैंक यू सो मच सर. इन फ्यूचर सच में मैं सब टेनिस क्रिकेट की तरफ से मेरी तरफ से थैंकफुल.
Thank you so much, Sumit. Thank you. And Sumit, I just request you to wait. In just a nice gesture, may I request the three gentlemen to kindly have one photo opportunity with the first player that has registered with the Indian Street Premier League. And what a photograph this will be. May I request the commissioner of the league also to join in? Yes, so that will make it a complete picture of the ISPL. That is where we have the core committee members, Advocate Ashish Shelar, Mr. Amol Kale, the chief mentor, Mr. Ravi Shastri, the league commissioner, Mr. Suraj Samat, and the first player to register at the ISPL, Mr. Sumit Dhekle. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so how does it feel? Sumit, we spoke to, there are few cricketers here, and how is this interaction going to be is where we are going to talk with the three gentlemen for about 15 to 20 minutes about the ISPL, about cricket in general. So this is going to be a nice interaction at about 12:30 that we are here. We'll discuss with the three gentlemen their stories, their memories, their initiative, why did they want to launch the ISPL, the mission ahead, the motive ahead, and the journey ahead is what we will discuss with the three gentlemen. So good afternoon. So we'll, as always, open the innings with Ravi sir. Ravi sir, you spoke just now about Navjeevan Society. You're a Guile Shield winner as well for the Don Bosco. You played for one of the colleges known for its 2 C's, Commerce and Cricket, the Podar College. Sir, if you could just tell us your journey in the streets, in the cities at Mahim, which will inspire this generation of tennis ball cricketers to reach where you eventually reached.
I think I started very late, playing actually with the red ball. I started in Don Bosco when I was 12 or 13 years of age. So that's late in today's age. But I played tennis ball cricket from the age of 8, 9, 10 in the colony, in the gullies outside where there would be competition. Navjeevan, you would have one section. You had Palmlet Road. You had a totally different crowd. You had Marinagar at the back. You had the Dargah area. And there would be competitions where 5, 6 teams would come. And just like Sumit, there will be 1 or 2 professionals on a Saturday and Sunday who will make a fortune. They'll go. They'll go for 2 hours here, 2 hours here, 2 hours here, and they're pros. They'll play for these teams at a price, and it was fascinating. And like Sumit said, there would be crowds. People would come, they would identify, this guy is, and they would know his strengths also. This moment a certain player would come, there would be a huge roar because they know there'll be some fatakra now, some few shots being played. So you grew up, you would go practice in the morning, in school, at Azad Maidan, at Cross Maidan. When you went home after school at 5, then the mahal starts, where you think the whole day you moved around the city, through trains, through buses. Like I would go in the morning from Mahim to VT, Mahim to Churchgate, then VT to King Circle, and then come back home. If that was not available, the 314 would take me to Bosco's. 90 would bring me to Electric House. So, we've come up from this thing. But the biggest thrill would be from 5 to 7. And then your parents would come and father would come with a stick now, get in, start studying. But those were the fun days, and I think this will give the opportunity to a lot of this young talent. Sumit was absolutely right. Because once this is televised, once this is on a platform, the number of people that will be watching it around the country will not be funny. It will captivate its own audience. It will make its own audience, which will give the exposure to these players, to go places. Like he mentioned, jobs, it could be something else. They could be brand ambassadors for a lot of other things. And basically, an opportunity to showcase their talent.
Ravi sir, just to take that conversation ahead, you in your speech just now mentioned about one word, street smart, where when you were playing underarm cricket, the 1 declared or 2 declared or driving through that inside out, how much did it shape the tennis ball cricket? How much did it shape you as an all-rounder?
Oh, tremendous, because to be street smart means you think on your feet. You have to think quick. When something's coming at you and giving you just 0.5 seconds to play, You know, your thought process has to be very clear. And the best players in the world are the players who think clearly, you know, in the most difficult situations. And here in tennis ball cricket, things happen very quick. You know, the underarm stuff from 15 yards, you know, you might have played Roberts, Holding, Marshall, Garner, but तिकडनं ऐसा डंडा घेणार ना, you know, माहित पण नाही पडणार. You won't even know कहाँ से गया ball, किधर फिर गया, because what they do with their hands is something unreal. And that can be used even in a lot of tennis ball cricket to get the strong fingers and to release the ball and get that much stuff on it is tremendous. A lot of players in the subcontinent, they tape the tennis ball on one side so that it becomes heavier and you see reverse. So, you know,
USP, the most important part of this ISPL is we are giving them organized platform, a kind of professionalism to the players, maybe better or follow in Ravi Shastri from my very childhood. Where will follow in Ravi Shastri from my very childhood? Where will I get that opportunity in stadium? I think the fulfillment of the dream, giving an opportunity, laying a professionalism and a unique platform, that is the USP.
Yes, absolutely, sir. As you said, taking the USP topic ahead, as you rightly said. So how do you think, you know, in Mumbai, we've seen so much tennis ball cricket played. It's pitching असतं, box cricket असतं, 5 overs असतं. हा T10चा format आहे, the T10 format that will be played. So what are your expectations? How do you think this tournament will be received all across the country and especially in our city of Mumbai?
मुंबईमध्ये तर धूम मचेल. And what I know is that we have added the right thing. The franchise may have their own mentors, maybe a Ranji players. Then there is a spice of Bollywood maybe come up. At right time that may come up, maybe in an announcement. And I think in all that flair, Mumbai will rock, and throughout the country, it will be a fabulous response. As Ravi has just rightly stated, the new viewers will get developed. The new heroes will come up. The new style will be followed. They have their own way of maintaining the records. The ISPL will give the kind of records which will be get tallied. Maybe there will be a tough time to official players who are playing in Ranji and many other formats. That look at this guy who is playing informally formal game now in the stadium, but the way he has scored, the way he has developed his shot, and naturally maybe a viewer may come across, I am not saying it's a challenge, but by way to look at the player who is playing for my city in Ranji or any other format. So I think it's a vice versa. Both way, the response will be great.
Yes, absolutely. Can we have a big round of applause for that thought that the response is going to be fabulous? And as sir said, Mumbai will rock, as it always does.
Dhoom.
Dhoom macha de, yes. Yes, can we have Amol sir in how Wankhede Stadium has rocked for the last 5 matches that it hosted here. Be it the President's Box, be it the North Stand, be it the launch of the statue here that we just now had of Sachin Tendulkar, be it the entire stadium. It was at its rollicking best, and a visionary, the president of the Mumbai Cricket Association, Mr. Amol Kal, is also the core committee member here at the ISPL. So what made you come up with this concept and this unique initiative of the ISPL?
Thank you, Prasanna. The basic idea and the concept which came to us, while we roam around the streets of Mumbai or any city, we still see a lot of cricket going on. Unfortunately, with cricket, there are very limited opportunities for these players who play on streets. Unless you give them a structured format and they feel that yes, playing cricket can be beneficial, can make them career, they will not come into it. And that is how the tennis cricket was going down. So keep the tennis cricket alive, there has to be a structured format where this raw talent gets an opportunity to play as well as to earn something from where they are playing. Unless you give them, this was not possible. So that was the idea behind this league.
Yes, absolutely, sir. When we spoke to you before the World Cup started, when we had a pre-show of the Maidan and of the stadium here, you had all the plans and everything in place with the team. Sir, how excited are you about the first season of the ISPL?
I'm absolutely excited about this first season of ISPL. because I've seen cricket going around in the streets, gullies. The boys are so excited, but unfortunately they don't get an opportunity to come inside the stadium. Forget to watch the match. So here they are getting an opportunity to come inside the stadium and play on a stadium. Play on a stadium wicket is such an exciting idea that any cricketer would die for it. And this league in particular is going to give them that opportunity to come inside the stadium, not only to come inside the stadium, but play with spectators in and around, and at the same time, they will have an opportunity to earn something out of it. That would be the USP of this league.
Absolutely. What a lovely thought that is from the core committee member of the ISPL and also the president of the Mumbai Cricket Association. We'll have one more round of the interaction and then we sum up this launch of the ISPL. Coming back to Ravi sir. Ravi sir, we spoke about tennis ball cricket. You spoke about your memories. But here at the Wankhede Stadium, just a few days back, we had the World Cup. Sir, how you saw it from such close quarters. How do you summarize the campaign of the Indian cricket team in this World Cup?
I think it was fabulous. I mean, you couldn't have, to be honest, it still hurts, even from the outside, that we couldn't lift the cup because we were the strongest team. To be honest, day in, day out, if you play all opposition, around the globe, India will win a lot of matches. And the way the bowling stood up, towards the mid stage of the tournament, you thought you were in with a great, great chance. But then nothing comes easy. Like I tell people, even as the great man Sachin Tendulkar had to wait 6 World Cups to win one. So, you don't win World Cups. To win a World Cup, you got to be damn good on that big day. What you do earlier doesn't count. On that big day, that's when, you rise to the occasion. And there are 2 big days. Even before the start of the tournament, you knew. What happens early doors, no one counts. Top 4 teams are there. Semi-final, final. Those 2 days you perform, you're there. And those were the 2 days Australia performed where they came from nowhere. They lost the first 2, but on the day, the 2 days, they pulled it off. So, it was heartbreaking, but I think a lot of the guys will learn, the game moves on. I see India winning a World Cup very soon. It might not be the 50 over that easily because you've got to again rebuild the side. 20 over cricket, but the very next one, India will be serious challenges because you've got the nucleus, you've got the youth. It's a shorter format of the game, so your focus should be in that direction. But just a point coming back to the Indian Street Premier League. I was in Pune doing a game, and I got a call from Amolji, and he said, I need you to meet someone and just have a chat, which happened to be Suraj. So I said, I'm traveling all over the place. He said, no, I'll come to Pune, I'll come. So during the game, it was, I think, India weren't playing, it was some other game, England versus, I think, some other team. So we met there. The moment he gave me the concept, I said, this looks good. And he said, no, but for that you'll have to do a promo which you saw. So I shot that at 6 o'clock in the morning after the semi-final. So I left the ground I must be the only guy who left the ground after midnight, but was back. That was the quickest return to the crease.
Oh yes, what a return to the crease. Ravi sir, one final thought from you before we have the concluding thoughts from both the gentlemen. Ravi sir, we just now spoke about the World Cup. You are a world champion, the 1983 World Cup. When India toured Australia, you were the coach. 2 series wins for India. A couple of cricketers always say that during that 92-93 Ranji Trophy season when you led Mumbai, they say that we won the finals in the dressing room. Because that's what Ravi sir is known for, the inspiration, the messages that he drives. Sir, we would request you to have one message for these tennis ball cricketers to dream big through the ISPL and reach where you have.
I think my only message to them will be, you have an opportunity to carve a niche for yourselves. The game can evolve. It doesn't have to be only red ball, white ball. It will be tennis ball. You see volleyball. Today there's beach volleyball. You go to tennis. There's paddle tennis. There are other formats coming in. So you can carve a niche for yourself in that field. Tomorrow like Ashish ji mentioned, there'll be stats, there'll be records. You know, he's one of the great tennis ball players of all time. Tennis ball cricket players of all time. It will be a stat. And to be honest, a player who plays the real game will find it very hard to match that tennis player's skills. So there is where you have a chance to carve a niche for yourself because of the audience that are watching. And I promise you, you know, it's the masses. You will captivate the audience. They'll be glued to their television sets, be it any part of the country, because they'll want to see this kind of talent. It's such a popular game, tennis ball cricket. So it's in your hands to carve a niche, make a name, and make a career out of it.
Absolutely. Can we have a big round of applause? Hi, खूप महत्वाचा thought है. To carve
one
a
thing,
niche.
President.
Yeah, sorry.
एक ऐसा होता पाहिजे की when you're playing tennis ball cricket, the parents should say, हाँ जा, आता जाऊन खेळ. Chance है तुम्हाला काहीतरी करायला. You know, otherwise, चल घरी ये आणि get to your books. So now is your opportunity and show them. दाखवतो तुम्हाला.
Oh, yes, absolutely. आणि जेव्हा रवी सर म्हणतात दाखवून द्या, you must show it. Can we have a big round of applause for that thought? That carve a niche for yourself. काहीतरी वेगळं करून दाखवा, स्वतःची एक वेगळी ओळख निर्माण करून दाखवा. आणि हे खूप मोठं व्यासपीठ आहे, the ISPL. Winding up with the two core committee members. Ashish sir, your one wish for the ISPL.
My wish is very clear, as it has been spelled out nicely by Ravi, that the opportunity, the skill development, I must say, in return you can settle your own bank accounts. Apart from that, make your name, make your record, and make the formal game and formal players to feel that they are equal level to anybody in the country. Let this ISPL be like this.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Amol sir, your thoughts and your one wish for the first season of the ISPL.
Yeah, I just wish that we spoke about the World Cup. So this tennis cricket has a huge potential, and this is going to be, as Ravi sir said, that this is going to be the largest viewed league if everything goes well, and the players will have a great opportunity. So I wish that one day we sit here and discuss about the tennis cricket World Cup. Let's work towards it and take it ahead. Thank you.
Absolutely. Can we have a big round of applause for all the three gentlemen on the dais, where we started exactly at 12, and here we have officially launched the ISPL with some wonderful thoughts on the ISPL, the wish, and also one strong message coming in that this is the platform which you can use to the best of your opportunities. That's where we wind up the discussion and the launch as well. Thank you so much, Ashish sir. Thank you so much, Ravi sir. Thank you so much, Amol sir. May I request you all for one photo opportunity, and then we wind up with the afternoon. Thank you so much. Yes, also we need to acknowledge the support of the fans. We've got three super fans here. If I could request them to quickly come up and join the dignitaries. The fans are what drives the game. And that'll also be a special photograph with the three super fans that are present here at the MCA Lounge at the Wankhede Stadium. Yes, that'll be a fantastic photograph to launch the ISPL in presence of the cricket super fans. अरे संभाल Oh yes, what a fabulous photograph this is.